Hello, lovely people. It's Nicola, and I just stepped outside on my deck because it's absolutely gorgeous fall day. It's bright and sunny and blue, but it's definitely tinged with a hint of coolness. You can probably hear a neighbor is mowing their grass. I felt like yesterday's video wasn't really up to the standard I would have liked because I had all sorts of issues with getting it to the right size. So yeah, instead of taking me half an hour to get it edited and uploaded, it was more like 4. Anyway, I am due to go to work soon. I have my big chunky cardi on again because, it's the perfect thing for this time of the year. It's even the right color. I'll turn around so that you can see what I'm looking at behind me. There's so much bright out here, I can't see what you're seeing. But yeah, my walnut tree, my massive walnut tree, is still green. But there's definitely signs of change in the air and in the trees. So I'll talk to you later, hoping I get a little bit of sewing done today, a little bit of knitting, maybe a little bit of crochet as well. So see you later. We're having a nice evening walk. We managed to get dinner into us and out the door before it got dark. So we're checking out a different route that we haven't used before, even though we've lived in this area for 30 years. Can you see the deer under the trees? There are 3. This is definitely the time of the day for the deer to come out around dusk. And we're getting it up close and personal with this girl here. We are being very careful not to get too close to them because sometimes they can get a little bit aggressive if they feel they're being threatened in any way. So I'm just going to get a little bit of footage and then move along. Love the sound of the wind in the trees. Look what we found. It's a community soapbox and a community info and encouragement board and a little birdhouse on the side. Isn't that cute? And then there's a bench with some massive foot-shaped paving stones. And the plaque says, "In memory of my loving father Fred, to provide him with the eulogy he never had. Fred is dead. 1925 to infinity." The sky's starting to look pretty. It's actually orangier than it looks in this film. The orange is getting deeper as it gets later. My ears are cold. I get earache when my ears are cold. I don't like that. This is the house that's going to be absolutely decked out to the max by Halloween. They've already started with the lights and it's only October the 2nd. And across the road are these guys. Just got back from our evening walk, made a nice milky hot chocolate. And while Mr. Stitches crashes around in the kitchen doing some dishes, I'm lurking down here in my sewing room, staying well clear. Be nice if he finished it while I was gone, but I have a feeling he won't. So it was a very pleasant day. I had a short work shift today, just 4 hours. So not too challenging. Plenty of time left for making dinner and things like that, although not much time for crafting, unfortunately. I did do a little bit of knitting today. I have done a tiny bit on the Hoodie Saurus by Little Theorem, but I think I'm going to have to rip it out. So I got to the point where I had both sleeves finished. And the yarn for this is Serta Jewel Spun, and it's absolutely lovely. However, at the very beginning of this sweater, I did not do a provisional cast on. I have cocoa powder on my hand. Sorry about that. So I didn't do a provisional cast on at the neck because I had taken the yarn and the project bag and other bits and pieces out with me to cast it on when I wasn't at home. And so I realized belatedly that I needed waste yarn for a provisional cast on. So I just did a regular cast on. And so today I went back to pick up the stitches around the neckline. And I was supposed to have 60 and I had 58. And I thought, what the heck, right? It doesn't really matter. It's just 2 stitches for the hood. But now that I have knitted a couple of ridges, you can see where there's quite a strong colour change where I went and picked up the stitches right on the edge there. But there's a noticeable change in the edge. I don't know if you can see that. But right on this edge here, here's the body, and then where I've picked up and started to knit, there's definitely a little bit of a bump there. So I think I'm going to have to just pull out those few rows and make sure to do the 60 stitches and finagle one on the edge, the corner, and at the front neck so that it doesn't look weird. It'll look straighter, I think, if I do that. So I think I'm just going to have to suck it up and do that, because I know I'll be happier with it if I do. Gorgeous colours in this, absolutely lovely. I know I've said it before. And still plenty left on the ball. A lot of my shift was spent unpacking boxes and putting product away today. Just stuff that's been reordered to take the place of things that have been sold. So you're just restocking shelves. But I really enjoy doing that. I have absolutely no problem with spending all my shift just taking things out of boxes and putting them away. And the good thing about that is that I learn where things are. And so you're working in that area for hours and you're putting stuff away and you're seeing what's around it, and people are asking you for help. Of course, you get a few interruptions, but that's okay. And customers are asking for help, and then you're showing them where things are. And it gets easier, like every shift gets easier, because the other day someone said they were looking for bells, and I said, I have seen some cowbells just around the corner. And so I went round, and then the jingle bells were on the wall right above. Bingo, easy peasy, right? And then what was someone looking for today? I can't remember, but they were looking for something, and I was like, I've just seen that today. I know where it is. And we do all have handsets. It's a bit like a mobile phone, so sort of size. And you can scan product. If people are saying there's no price on this, tell me how much it is. You can scan the barcode on it and tell them how much it is. Or you can scan it as it comes out of the box of product, and it'll tell you exactly which aisle and which shelf it belongs on. There's still some things I haven't figured out, like aisle numbers are easy. Wall numbers are a bit less easy because the walls are not labeled. So wall 8, wall 10, wall 23, it's something you just have to learn by doing. And end caps and power displays, or something they're called. Power displays. Power displays are not all the way on the end. They're kind of just around the corner from the end cap. And yeah, I haven't really figured those out yet. But I will. Well, not going to be too long of a video today, because it was not a particularly eventful day. So I'll wrap this up for today. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you had a good October 2nd, and I'll see you again tomorrow.